EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Muscles by at the 25. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First play from scrimmage. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
A first run now for Kyren Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's
only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And the Rams out 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. I think if they can carry that over this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
He said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got him on the crossing route. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Waiting.
Stafford now to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Charles Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. Or nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams, nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Alert.
Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Going to be taken in here by McCool. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Rams first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Stay 50, stay 50. Ready. Blue 80.
Williams will try again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can finally go back to 4. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
32. Set. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go. Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play that time. It's your big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice try. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now Lawrence to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Lawrence. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now Lawrence. That's another incomplete to Mitchell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second down and 8.
Hey, easy, easy. 280. 53. Ready. Alert.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Easy, alert.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Puka Nacua from 8 yards out. And the Rams get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
The extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Rams 10.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
4 yards.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown! 49ers! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Running room at the 50, look out. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Party on for the Rams field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches under the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Think right up, red on red. And Soto, here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest in my
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Short throw is Higbee. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for the first with Corn. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
What were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years. You're not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Set. 32. 180. Hey, Jack, go now!
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
He goes, set! 280! And middle!
Now Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Stafford. And it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
280!
Stafford looks to throw again. And this pass broken up. And a contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. Byron Young there on the stop. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not easy to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines, feel pretty good about themselves, and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Hey, 22!
Stafford. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Stafford. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again at Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10.
Hey, you lady! Omaha, ready, blue!
To the air again, Stafford. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Will line up for the 2-point
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31. 49ers 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They go play action now. Lawrence on the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Lawrence will throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. It's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well or that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They run once more with Corum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, What are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
But hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Lawrence. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now a toss coming right side. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
49ers 29.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. Had to have that recovery.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Up the middle, here's Corum. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here, as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Take it all the way down and just take the delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Here comes 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Hey, James here. Back. 11 Agate. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for L.A., they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.